So this is a sequence that is nice for before your class. We start off with some stretches and then build up some heat in our shoulders, core, legs, and a great way to get warmed up. So if it is Sunday night for you, feel free to do more relaxing and chill, but we're going to get the heart moving a little bit tonight. So starting this child pose, knees wide, big toes touching, walk your hands out. Yeah, keep your butt heavy on your heels. Take some nice deep breaths with your nose. Getting a little stretch in your legs. Just bringing your awareness into your body, onto your mat. Walking your hands to the left, stretching the right side of your body. Keep your hips sinking back. And try to get an even stretch all the way from your right forearm down to your right hip crease. Breathe into that space in your rib cage. One more nice big deep breath. Walk your hands to center and off to the right side, stretching the left side of your body. Hips are heavy back onto your heels. Walk your left hand out to the right and forward as you sit back and stretch. Stretching into the connective tissues and muscles between the ribs. Nice, hands back to center. Walk yourself up to the tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And bring some arches and rounding into your spine. Call it cat-cow. Maybe roll out your neck a little bit. Nice spinal movements here. Well, breathing deep. Maybe some side to side lateral movement. Kind of like you're wagging your tail. Let's turn our fingers to face the knees. Adjusting the space between your hands and your knees to get more or less of a stretch and the position of your hips. Stretching wrists, forearms a little bit. Keep those fingers spread wide. Maybe move a little bit side to side. Keep breathing. Fingers towards each other, themselves, and then make fists. Another forearm stretch, wrist stretch. Starting with the small joints. All right, back to the tabletop. Kick your right leg back, arch your back, look up, and bring your right knee to your nose, round your spine. Donkey kick, look up, knee to nose. A couple more times, warming up your leg, your hip, core muscles. Big kick, big breath. Kick that foot straight out to the side. Hold it there, karate kick, and then foot to the mat. Try to keep your knee in line with your foot and your hips stacked above your knee. Arms up. This is half straddle. Let's go side to side. Feels good. Walk your hands out to a tabletop and then reach your left hand for your leg. Maybe it grabs your thigh, your knee, your calf, your foot if you're crazy flexible. And then walk your top hand up over your head until it feels really uncomfortable in almost every place. If it hurts a lot in one spot, make some adjustments until you spread that sensation throughout your body here. Breathe in this twist. Left shoulder and head are heavy on the mat. Last big deep breath. Back to the tabletop hands. Right leg is still out. Walk your hands out in front of you and lower your head, forehead to the mat, keeping your hips above your knee into this half straddle puppy dog pose. Shoulder opener. Spread your fingers wide and sink your shoulders. Relax. Breathe. Nice. Back to center. Right foot comes outside of your right hand. Adjust your back knee a little bit so you're about hips width apart, and you can rock forward and backward from this low lizard lunge to the hamstring stretch. Warming up the legs. Dynamic stretching. When you come back, you can flex your toes, pull them back. One more time. Nice. Let's twist here. So left hand, nice and big. Plants hard. Open right hand up to the sky. Lizard twist. Sink your hips. Maybe this is enough. If you feel like it, lean back. Grab your foot with your right hand and add that quad stretch, pulling your foot towards your butt. I'm relatively flexible. This is very intense for me, but it helps. Let that go. Bring your right toes, kick them inside underneath your butt, and sit back into our combat guard. So just sitting behind your left foot with your right foot up in front. We're going to use core muscles or your hands at first to pull yourself up and over the back foot into our combat passing, combat base position. Back into combat guard, up and over into a passing position. This works the knee, the hips, mobility. Drop all the way forward, stretch your front foot a little bit. Nice. All right. Right foot back up to that lunge. Left foot back. Twist in this lunge. So open your right hand to the sky, left hand strong. We're going to move into a side plank. Left foot, left heel drops back. And stack your feet. Balance on one arm. Push down with that shoulder. Don't collapse. Keep it strong. Breathe. Nice good job. Lift your top foot. And to a plank. Slowly down to the bottom of a push-up. Superman pose. Lift your feet. Lift your chest. Little back bend strength. Low back strength. Maybe interlace your fingers. Oh, my shoulders aren't quite there. Keep breathing. Let it go. Nice. Push up. Tuck your toes. Keep your knees bent. Lift your hips for the dog. Walk your feet out. Let your head hang heavy. Walking your dog, straightening one leg and then the other. Fingers are spread wide. All right, moving forward into that plank. To your knees. And do the other side. Karate kick the left leg out. Hover it. Plant it. Rise up. Arms up. Side straddle. Side bend. Moving side to side. Awkward twist. Walk your hands out in the side straddle out front, and then reach your left hand out towards your right hand to left leg. Make a connection and then drop your shoulder and head to the mat. And then adjust your top arm, push it into the mat to open the shoulder and twist. It's almost like a weird re-guard position, like you're about to grab beam, get your guard back. Maybe look up underneath your arm, maybe raise your top arm. Just keep breathing through the pain. Oh, that's a nice one. Hands back to center. Walk them out into the puppy dog, forehead to mat. Sink your shoulders. Keep your hips stacked above your back knee. Big deep breaths. Back to center. Move into our lizard lunge. So left foot outside of the left hand. Adjust the back knee to a place that feels good. You feel a stretch in both the back of your left hip and the front of your right hip. Sink low and begin to move backward and forward. Dynamic stretch, left leg and the right leg. Maybe moving with your breath. All right, let's twist. Plant that right hand strong. Open our shoulders up to the sky. Maybe push on the knee. Nice twist, nice hip opener. If you want a good quad stretch, reach back with our left hand to our right foot and pull it towards your butt as you sink into the lunge. If it's too intense, back out a little bit, but find a way to enjoy that sensation. Find a place where it's enjoyable. No pain, no gain. Let that go. Going into a side plank on the other side. Lift your back knee. Twisting lunge. Left arm up. Keep that right shoulder strong. Roll your right heel down. Stack your feet. Spine straight, legs straight. Balance. Making strong frames, strong posts, strong base, and good balance. To a plank. Floor all the way down. Do one more back bend. Lifting your heels, maybe curling your knees, bending your knees, reaching back. Grab your feet. Or just here is fine. Nice. push up to our knees, tuck our toes, and lift into down dog. Hips are high, head hanging heavy. Roll forward into a plank. Adjust your plank so your hips are nice and level, and push back into dog. Roll forward into plank. Push back into dog. We're just getting started, warming up our arms. Let's go. Here we go. Rolling forward to plank. Nice slow push up. And back to dog. Now we're going to bend our knees. And as we lean forward and go back to that plank position where shoulders are over your wrists, we're going to jump. Little frog jump. Kick yourself in the butt and float a little bit. Do that a couple more times. Bend your knees, load up, shoulders over wrists, kick your butt. Handstand jumps, you're flying. Let's do it. One more time. Nice. Good job. Walk your hands back or jump one more time into a deep squat. Walk yourself in a circle in the deep squat. If you're on your toes, that's okay too. Find some mobility here. Elbows inside of your knees. Hands together. Sit your hips back. Stretch your hips. This deep squat. All right, make sure you got space behind you so you don't hit your head on a wall or a curtain. Fall back to your butt and balance on your butt. Paw Pose. Arms out in front. Core strong, engaged. Lowering down 1 inch off the ground, shoulders and heels. Back up to boat. Low boat. Hover, shoulders and heels. Back up to boat. Leaning more forward, not rocking back onto your tailbone and your spine. Trying to sit forward onto your sit bones. Next, one more time. All the way down. Okay, let it go. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit. Push your elbows into the ground and lift your feet straight above your hips. Like your legs are up a wall. Literally called legs up a wall pose. Changing the blood flow in your legs. You're welcome to stay here if this is enough of a inversion for you, but we'll take it one step further and go all the way to our Paw Pose. You gotta make sure you have room behind you and push your elbows in. You can just use your core strength to bring your arms over your head and use your core strength to lift your hips, but if it's difficult for you, push those elbows into the mat. Maybe even use your hands to help your hips up and stay on your shoulders here. Not too much pressure on your neck. And relax, stretching your spine, your hamstrings too. Upside down guard, Paw Pose. Challenging to breathe in this position, but important for Jiu Jitsu players to breathe in compact positions. So whether you're a guard player and you spend time upside down, or you just have guys pass your guard because you can't play guard, and then they smash you and you can't breathe. It's good to get some time in a difficult to breathe situation. So if it's stressful, that's okay. Just stay off your neck if it's too stressful. Stay on your shoulders. If you're really flexible, your knees can come to the mat. All right, let's grab the back of our thighs with our hands and rock and roll. The whole length of your spine. Seated to upside down guard. Slow and controlled. Get a little momentum. Rock all the way up into a squat. Arms out in front of you. Nice. Find your way to the squat. Do a little arm balance here. Give it a shot. Push your arms into your knees and your knees into your arms. Make that strong connection. Spread your fingers wide. Go shoulder width apart. Lean forward. Come up onto your tippy toes. Lean forward some more. Look forward. Lift one set of toes. Lift the other toes. Fly. Touch your toes together. Straighten your arms. Squeeze your knees. Breathe. Hold it. If you fall, do it again. If you're still flying, let's jump back to a plank pose. Nice. Where are we going here? Oh yeah. Now it's time for the real work. That was all the pre-warm-up to the real warm-up. This is the real warm-up. Yoga burpee. Starting in a dog. This is all stuff we've practiced. Bend your knee. Jump forward to your hand into a squat. Jump up. Do a 180. Okay, that's good. Walk your hands out to a plank. Do a push-up. Back to dog. All right, bend your knees. Jump to meet your hands. Squat. 180 jump. Squat. Walk out to a plank. Yoga burpees. Let's do a push-up. Down. Dog. Downward dog. Bend your knees. Jump. Handstand. Kick your butt. Oh, nice. 180 jump. Couple more. We're getting warm. Heart rate's going up. Push-up. Dog. Jump. Squat. 180. Plank. Push-up. Dog. Handstand jump. Squat. 180. Last one. Push-up. Clapper. Dog. All right. Down to your knees. We're nice and warm. We're going to do a nice deep back bend to end the class. This is really important because Jiu Jitsu, we're rounding life, we're rounding, driving everything. So opening up the chest and arching the spine. This is camel pose. And we're going to bring some movement into it. Catch your breath, hands to your hips. Everything stacked on top from knees to shoulders. And then begin to lean back. Look back, press your hips forward. Take a breath. Drop your right hand down towards your right heel. Left arm up. Kind of twisted back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Side to side. Or if static feels good, no worries. Do something that feels good. Open up your chest. Bend your back. Keep breathing. Great job, guys. All right. A little bit over time, but not too bad. Our last closing pose, just sitting on our knees, hero's pose. Toes touching, knees together, hands relaxed in your lap. Close your eyes. Feel your body. Slow down your breathing, slow down your heart rate.